Now we're going to be using 8K metrics. Yeah, so let's hop right to the first one, which is the hand feel of the case. Slippery, glossy, reflective. I did have to clean it like regularly, but still overall it's a pretty decent design. Now for the charging time of the case, it takes about 2 hours to 2 hours plus to make a complete charge from 0 to 100%. Then for the ear feel of the earbuds itself, well, I won't say it's the most artistic design, but yet it's an earbud with ear tips at the very tip of it. As you can see, the closing and opening lid of the case is magnetic, by the way. They do block your ear completely. It fits nicely. I do love the way the stem is a little thin and a little short as well. And they kind of have this cloggy sensation in your ear, like you can barely hear anything from your surrounding. Although it's great for cancelling out background noise, it does feel weird in a way. Now for the charging time of the earpods themselves, it will take me 3 hours to make a complete charge, and that 3 hours is actually subjected to the amount of depletion in the battery before you charge. If it has a higher battery capacity before you charge it, it will take lesser time. If it has a lower battery capacity before you charge it, it will take a higher time. If you are a die-hard spec sheet fan, I'm going to be leaving a detailed but brief summary of the specs of the gadget itself. So in case you want to check that out, you can check the link in the description below. Now for sound quality, I'll give it a 7.5. The sound are very decent with a good enough bass. Now there are 4 LED indicators at the front, which means each indicator represents 25% each. And the earbuds, they are normal, they feel light, the same way other standard earbuds do feel like in your hands. And for call quality, I'll give it about a 7. It's very good for making voice calls. Now, there's one thing that is worth mentioning. It does fit in an Apple case, although not perfectly, but it does work. Remember how we talked about the sun rotating at different speeds, or different parts of the sun rotating at different speeds, or taking different time or days to rotate? Well, just in case you haven't watched that video, the video is right here, right up here now. You can just click it and go through it. This week, however, yeah, that's the picture of it. Now this week, we are going to be going towards something a little closer to us. Have you ever wondered where you look up in the night sky and see those many glowy lights? Well, most of them are actually stars or suns, bigger than ours, smaller than ours, and also very similar to ours, from far distant systems and galaxies. The closest star system to us is the Alpha Centauri star system. It's a triple star system, which means it's made up of 3 stars: Alpha Centauri A, Alpha Centauri B, and Alpha Centauri C, or Proxima Centauri. Now, the Alpha Centauri star system is a kind of a funny one, because the 2 stars, which is Alpha Centauri A, Alpha Centauri B, orbit each other, while the third one, which is a red dwarf star, which is Alpha Centauri C, or Proxima Centauri, revolves around the other 2, which is kind of crazy and kind of nice if you look at it. Now, it's about 4 light years away from Earth. Now note please, light years is a unit for measuring the distance of far away objects in space. As for the two stars, which is Alpha Centauri A and Alpha Centauri B, they kind of look like our sun. They have similar properties, just that Alpha Centauri A is a little bigger and kind of have this orangey like, kind of like our sun anyway. Then Alpha Centauri B is a little smaller. Now because they both have similar or close enough masses, they orbit at about the center of their masses, which is called the barycenter. Me personally, I do find this fascinating, and it's kind of beautiful having to think about setting out in distant galaxies or distant star systems far away from Earth. Now there's one cool term that has been used in space or in astrophysics, which is astronomical unit. One astronomical unit is equal to the distance of our sun to Earth, more like the distance between our sun and Earth. Now Alpha Centauri C or Proxima Centauri does give out bursts of ultraviolet rays because it's a red dwarf. I will dive into hospitability or habitable zones of planets in our next videos. Now, if you find such things fascinating, do subscribe and turn on the notification button so you'll be prompted when we release our next video. Thanks for watching and do have a nice Earth day.